What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another weather forecast here by Asian Weather Forecast, and this is going to be an update here on the potential for that massive Arctic blast, which can possibly bring in negative digits all the way to the southeast here for wind chill, and real-time temperatures could very well be into the teens and even negative digits across the Midwest here, and this could very well bring in some large snowstorms, whether it's in the Midwest or the deep southeast. So definitely a lot to talk about. I do apologize for not posting yesterday. I was very busy with homework, and I'm actually making this video right now in the morning, but it will come out in the evening. So obviously these aren't the exact models you'll be seeing at the time you're watching this, because I'm pre-recording this because I don't know how long my tennis game will take, and I want to post today, so I'm just going to pre-record this and publish it at around 6:30. So that's probably what you're seeing this right now, but right now I'm filming this at like 7:30 in the morning here. But we're going to be seeing whether this massive Arctic blast can go in to the United States like it's supposed to and bring in not historic, but maybe record-breaking temperatures across from the Midwest to the Southeast here, Northeast as well. So definitely looking at a big, busy winter here, and as well, this could bring in very large snowstorms to the Southeast. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So here, look now, the latest, this is the 6Z GFS, so usually it'll be the 18Z, but obviously I'm posting a bit early. But here you see in the next 36 hours, we're going to start seeing our first wave of that massive cold front bringing extremely cold air, anywhere from 10 to maybe 15 degrees below average across the Great Lakes, and then a few degrees below average down there in the southeast. But this is the first wave of this cold front here, beginning this weekend here, going to possibly bring in well below average temperatures, already at 18 to 20 degrees below average, and it's already going to be a massive cold front, already bringing in below below average temperatures from the areas of the west, the southeast, all the way up to the northeast. So it's already very widespread across the United States here. But this is just the first wave here, and once we get to the second wave now, I'm going to push it to the south by now next Wednesday here, so around 6 days from now. This is when it gets a lot larger here. So stretching all the way from Washington to areas like New York. It's going to cover much of the northern United States here. And then it makes its way to the east here by now next Friday. This is where we can see some big snowstorms across the southeast here because of this big cold air here. Well below freezing temperatures here. And highs may be struggling to get above freezing in some areas in the southeast. So definitely very impressive. Coldest area of the year by far for these areas in the southeast here. Look at that, going to possibly see 30 degrees below average across portions of the Great Lakes. And then boom, look how large this cold front is, all the way from Washington to Nova Scotia and beyond. This is going to be by far one of the most largest and more significant cold fronts so far this winter here. Not only because it may bring the coldest air for millions this year, we may see a wind chill to negative 50 across the Great Lakes, but look how large and long lasting. I mean, it's going to start as early as today across the Great Lakes, and it's going to continue all the way up to now. Really, the 18th is when it kind of finally moves out, but this will allow for some big cold front or some big snowstorms to develop across the eastern United States, especially the Great Lakes and especially the southeast here where we have all that moisture. But now let's go ahead and take a look now at what the European has to say. So here's like now a look at the European here. Of course, this is the latest update as of for me, but when you guys are watching this, it's probably a little old too. But this is the 6Z for European here. There you see by Saturday have that first wave, that tip there of that cold front. So this cold front is far into Alberta, far even near Alaska, and this is just a tip right here. The beginning of this cold front will begin by Saturday, already seeing maybe around 18 to 20 degrees below average as the coldest across the Great Lakes, and then we'll see a few degrees below average all the way down to the southeast, and around 10 degrees below average across the Great Lakes here. But watch this major cold front now, I guess the beginning, the center starts to make its way into the United States here by next Monday here, possibly seeing around 28 degrees below average. And that doesn't sound historic, but again, I mean, this is not historic at all, but think about the averages. Think about the averages in upper Montana, probably in the teens. So take 28 away from that, and then look at that as it strengthens. The worst if it goes straight into the west United States, 30 degrees below average. Again, this is just the first wave. And here comes the second wave. Now I'm going to start bringing it from very cold there to 20 degrees to maybe 21 degrees below average across the Great Lakes, across the South Central, down to the southeast. So European takes it a lot less, I guess, severe as the GFS. So here's now a look now at the real time. This is real temperatures. This is not include windshield. So in the next few hours, we're gonna start seeing some very cold air as this cold front just starts to begin as early as today here. So temperatures, they'll be on the warmer side, as the highs will be on the warmer side, some 50s and some spotty 40s and 30s. But wait till we get into tonight here, into tomorrow morning. The cold air will definitely show. We're gonna start seeing now negative digits again. This is real-time temperatures, not windshields. -4 across the Twin Cities, -3 across Madison, a degree there near Rockford, and then the colder air comes in now by even Saturday night. The cold air is continuing to increase now, -14 degrees across the Twin Cities, around -26 degrees, even 27 there across these areas right here in upper northeastern North Dakota, -12 near Bismarck. You're going to start seeing some single digits as far as upper Missouri, central Illinois, much of South Dakota as well. And then this cold air does not stop. It actually gets worse and worse each night because it's going to be a long-lasting cold front. Now by Sunday night, temperatures drop significantly. Again, this is not wind chill, guys. -26 as the low on Sunday for Madison, -23 there for Rockford, some -20s there across Iowa. The thing is, it's gonna be just limited to the Great Lakes there. But look, can you see -23 there across near Davenport, and then you go on the opposite side near Omaha, you're getting maybe 5 degrees. So it's gonna be a big difference between each state here. But look at that, near upper northwestern Minnesota and northern North Dakota, we may see up to -35 degrees real temperatures. And then here you go down to Monday night. These temperatures, they kind of warm up a little bit across the actual Midwest. But if you go right near the Canadian border, they do not calm down. -35 to -40 degrees here. Look at that, -42.2 there, but that's kind of more towards the north here. And then it kind of calms down for a little bit. And then we have the second wave here. The second wave is going to bring it extremely cold there. Look at these lows there. -30 for Madison, -30 for Rockford, -31 across Wisconsin. So you see, by the second wave, this coldest air moves more to the south here. It moves more to the south, and then it kind of moves into the southeast and then Midwest here. But let's go ahead and check a look at the real-time temperatures for the Mid-Atlantic and the Ohio Valley and the eastern United States. So temperatures right now, they're obviously kind of cold there across the Northeast, some well below freezing temperatures, and then you're seeing some warmer temperatures there in the 40s across areas like Georgia and the Southeast, and even some 50s and 60s already across the South Central. But we may see some 60s today as highs, but watch as it's cold there, it kind of rapidly moves in by the weekend here. So this is now by Saturday. You see that very cold air already bringing in now single digits across the Great Lakes here, even negative digits there across Indiana. May see negative digits there into Michigan there, like that. But watch, temperatures will slowly cool down across the southeast. However, since there's a big front made its way, this will allow for this big high pressure to bring some very, very dry air and warm air up to the point where we get right to that cold front. But again, southeast really won't get impacted to that second cold front. However, the northeast, on the other hand, will get impacted by both, which will allow for some longer lasting cold air. Single digits there across Pennsylvania, teens there across New York City there, even negative digits up into upstate New York City, New York, upstate New York. And then look at that cold, look how warm that air is going to be in the 70s and 60s. 70s, 60s, and then watch this cold air just rushes in and the southeast here. Real-time temperatures may see single digits across Tennessee, may see some near negative digits there near Cincinnati, maybe a degree for Indianapolis, maybe negative digits there for Detroit. Definitely the coldest air of the year. And once we get down to Sunday here, we have that extremely cold air across the United States, 20s across Georgia, teens and single digits across the southeast. May see 13 degrees there for New York City. May see some below freezing temperatures across the coast here, so it's definitely interesting. Let's go and check now. Look at the wind chill, which is going to be why this cold air could actually be deadly here, because how quickly the frostbite can occur, and if you stay out there too long, it could be very severe here. Again, so wind chills by Let's go wind chills now. Let me actually move my mouse here real quick so we'll make sure in the right hour. So this is kind of the wind chills that we're going to be seeing throughout the next few hours here into tonight. So this is actually wind chills for tonight. Negative, sorry, not tonight, by Friday night, sorry. Negative 29 there across portions of, across the Midwest regions, and really negative 20s, even negative 30s in a spotted area in upper northern North Dakota, and watch. Now by Saturday, we're gonna see a huge cool down. Look at that, negative 49 to maybe even negative 50-degree wind chills across the upper Midwest. There, negative 30 there into Madison, Wisconsin. Already starting to see those wind chills into the teens there across the St. Louis region. And look at this here by Sunday. This Sunday, negative 47-degree wind chill there for Madison, negative 42 for Rockford, negative 5 across St. Louis, negative 51 to maybe even negative 57-degree wind chills across upper Minnesota. Look at that. Maybe see negative 60-degree wind chills across upper North Dakota there. Negative 53 near International Falls, negative 40 across the upper Great Lakes here. And that does not stop there. It does not stop there at all. Now I start to see negative 40-degree wind chill there across upper Iowa. So you're going to see the negative 50-degree wind chill there in Montana. So it's going to be a very widespread event here. And then you kind of see a little break for the next like 2 nights, and then that second wave comes in. Look at that, negative 50-degree wind chill there across areas like Madison, negative 50-degree wind chill near Minnesota. So that's cold there. It does move to the south. Negative 26 there for Kansas City. Negative 30 across eastern Nebraska. Negative 20 for St. Louis. Negative 48 there for Rockford. And then this cold will continue. Wind chills now for the mid-Atlantic and eastern United States. Look at that. The wind chills right now up into some teens here. We'll run into some 20-degree wind chills across, or 20s in the 20s for the southeast. But look at the wind chills, how they rush in tonight, or to this weekend actually. 0-degree wind chill by Detroit by this weekend here. Single-degree wind chill across the Great Lakes here. And now here comes that second cold front there. Seeing how that cold air is really rushing in now. It's going to kind of be limited to the Great Lakes at first, and then that second cold front, boom, look at that second cold front. Negative 2-degree wind chill there for Nashville. Even some negative 12-degree wind chill there up to upper Arkansas. Negative 42-degree wind chill there, maybe even negative 40-degree wind chills for Chicago by next weekend here. Single-digit wind chill across the Northeast here. That's how widespread this will be. Negative 7-degree wind chill there across Nashville. Negative 7, even negative 4-degree wind chill down to central Mississippi. So this will be record-breaking for some areas here. Single-digit wind chill across the coast of North Carolina. 11-degree wind chill there for Atlanta. Look how widespread this cold is. Negative 28 there for Detroit, all the way up to areas like New York City. We'll be seeing those single digits here, and this will continue up into Valentine's weekend here. Again, this is going to possibly pose a threat to big snowstorms here. So this is by now the Sunday Super Bowl. We're going to start seeing some snow taking out, or this low pressure up into areas like the west, taking advantage of this cold air here. So may see a minor snowstorm possibly by the beginning of next week there by Monday the 8th. Some snow across the Midwest. And then we'll see another one right after that. This one could be quite significant. Like I said, we have to watch out for the Midwest and Great Lakes now a lot throughout the next few weeks as this cold front lasts, because if we have any low pressure developing across the southeast or anything like that, watch out for some big snow across the Great Lakes here. I won't get in great depth for this. And then again, we have to watch for some big southern snowstorms like this. May see some snow down to the coast here. Definitely something to keep in mind. But let's go ahead and check a look now what the GFS has to say. So here's like now the GFS for the next, I believe the next 14-ish days, the next 2 weeks here. So we're going to see a minor snowstorm here. Let me actually move my screen so I can see by the Saturday, of course, into the weekend here. Due to that cold there, we'll be seeing some frequent smaller, if not even bigger snowstorms. And again, these may occur in the southeast here. Some snow may occur into the Carolinas there. Tennessee, Arkansas, Kentucky there across by this Sunday here. Even maybe some snow across areas like Georgia will happen. Some scattered snow across the southeast in general. And this may make its way into a nor'easter, but not as severe as a gale, of course, or anything like that. Definitely won't be like that bad, but we could see another minor nor'easter here. The worst snow will actually be off the coast, but this could be a nor'easter watching out for early next week here, and then another snowstorm, some minor snowstorms here that could actually drop a decent amount of snow since how cold that air will be here. However, again, with this big high pressure, we have to consider that it'll be very dry across the upper Midwest here, which is why it can be a hot spot for the southeast and eastern coast, because that's where we're seeing a lot of that moisture here. And there you see, by next Wednesday here, another snowstorm. So they're going to be very frequent. They're going to develop quite a lot. So sorry. So they're gonna kind of develop quite a lot in the next few weeks as the cold. It's gonna be cold there, constant for highs and lows. So snowstorms will pop up across the Ohio Valley, there across the Midwest, and even in the Southeast. Look at that. This is a big thing we can actually be looking at. Models have been showing this forever, actually about a week or so, where we're seeing a big snowstorm across the Southeast. Extreme ice all the way to Louisiana, Georgia, a potential big snowstorm for Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, the coast of North Carolina. So definitely something to keep in mind there. And that will be very dry as the high pressure moves in the middle of the United States here. And then it'll kind of be limited once we get to that high pressure. So really watching for big snowstorms between now all the way starting into tomorrow, and all the way up to near Valentine's week here. So that's what we have there. Snowfall totals throughout the next all the way to the 20th. So quite a big amount. We're looking at some big snowstorms here. So right now we're seeing a snowstorm throughout today across the Midwest, which will bring in maybe around half foot or more across these areas. Now maybe a little minor one into now Sunday. We actually may see some snow on Sunday here, up to an inch there near Georgia, trace from my area, maybe a few inches there across the Appalachians, and of course maybe watching a minor nor'easter here. Let's actually see that, and that little nor'easter, it could bring in a few inches there, but not too shabby. And then we're watching out for a potential big southern snowstorm here. There you see developing into the 12th, some snow there up to 3 or 4 inches there in the south, and then making its way to the Carolinas here. So that's also something to watch out for, and then it really stops after that. So really watching for the Midwest, Northeast, and as well as the Southeast to be active. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye guys.